Hello, guys. Welcome back. Loki, stop. He's back here. The gods work in mysterious ways. Ah! Okay, long story time. Slightly inappropriate, but I will be a gentle lady, I swear. There was a title I've mentioned from time to time that was an absolute dumpster fire. I took it back, okay? It was bad. And I've taken it back. No big deal, right? That's what you do in the video game community. Even if you play something, you have up to 2 hours and usually 2 weeks to try it out. They fill that spare. Within those 2 hours and 2 weeks, if you don't like it for any reason or you just want your money back, you take it back. That's fine in our terms. And then Pazuzu decided he was going to make a Pazuzu test out of this. And long story short, he gives me a fine lecture on morals and treating women properly, and women aren't just there put on this earth for people's entertainment, and respecting a lady. I said, you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me. One, this is VR. This is not a real female. This, I just got that look of don't you even dare question me on this. I never really saw him get angry before. And I was hesitating, and I almost went to Loki to do the pendulum. And I could tell Pazuzu didn't want me to. Not that he doesn't want me working with Loki, but this was actually between us, not between me and him and Loki. And Loki didn't want to be drug into it, but he goes, I actually agree with him. If this is a lesson he has to teach you, you do this. You have to show him some trust. Long story short, we got the game again. And remarkably, I had a little money in the Steam account, and remarkably, it was like 12 cents extra out of my own pocket, and there was 12 ladies in this game. This game is still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad. It's like those things from the back of catalogs back in the 80s and 90s. It's not good. It exists for one reason. And really, this time, as I was going through, I'm so mentally detached and looking at the models and judging physics and everything else that, and are they tearing or something as they're moving? I'm really not looking at the game for the intended purpose, so this isn't going to get into anything nasty. And I went around and I'm like looking at the shadows and I'm looking at the reflection of lights. I'm looking at the physics and I'm looking at the body builds. And I think they thought I missed the point of the game. And I'm like, no. Right now, this is kind of like going around and seeing how he, did he improve the models? Because he had the same exact models in that Paradise game I got. That's another adult title. There are actually a couple set in Paradise. In this one, the second game he made, it's more fun. We'll get back to the first game or not. There's a zip line you can ride to a pirate ship. There's a tower you can climb. You can go rock climbing. You can kind of sort of swim with dolphins. It's weird. It's still an adult title. The same 12 chicks hidden in places around the island, and a mermaid cave to explore. So it's like, and that's not an innuendo. There's this beautiful cave you get to explore. So it's like he had to obviously put some love into this, and people had made requests like, could you make stuff when we're climbing churn in different colors so we know we can grab it and not fall? Because that's scary to fall in VR. Believe me, I put in a request. I said, that thing for the zip line, I said, dude, how tall are you? I said, I had to stand on tiptoe and jump to grab the first rung. And then that's terrifying because you're hanging there and your body for a split second doesn't know if you're hanging off of a cliff in VR or you're standing in your kitchen. It really doesn't. So I said, could you please make that easier to climb? But back to this game I got. It was really serious for Pazuzu. And once I got it, he calmed down completely and I felt this loving warmth and affection. But he had drawn a line so serious. He said, if you don't respect women, we're not going to respect you. And I'm laughing now. It wasn't funny at the time. This was very serious. There are, demons, gods, whatever term you want to use, of ethics. And that is all they teach him. Pazuzu is not known for dealing in ethics, yet with me, he's always very ethical. They're always about doing the right thing, and I think that was the problem I came up with in my research. A lot of people will practice, like, say, Hollywood, whatever, and in that they go and they do as they will, and they're very self-centered and they hurt people and everything. And when you actually start working with them, they're like, no, we don't hurt people. What's the matter with you? And Pazuzu's lecture was actually pretty long about, do you just use and abandon people? Do you leave people there? And I could not work around his ethics by saying, well, it's the game that I returned. I did not return. He didn't care. And his ethics, and I found the gods are the same way. To them, VR is real. And I guess being a god, it could be. And they're like, no, that was wrong. It's not wrong to them, by the way. If you get sick or something, like I've gotten VR sick, that's fine. I can return that. I'm actually getting physically ill. You can't stop that. That's fine. But when it was an interaction like this and it was a personal interaction, they're like, no, you don't do that. We don't mistreat people. We don't just use people. And I'm like, okay. And Loki's like, yeah. And things have been, I guess, kind of going. I got half my order. The whole thing was supposed to come today. Part got delayed because parts FedEx, parts the postal service. The post office got here faster. So we've got nibbles for tonight. We made some chicken and fries from this gas station. Is now pretty posh. Well, for this area, it's posh. And so I made chicken and I made fries in the oven. That was good. And we'll just have some nibbles later. We're kind of taking it easy. I appreciate that it's not going to be quite like, some kind of movie or Hollywood thing that's going to gradually pick up speed. We did get the snow. Mammon had went out of his way and got grandiose last night and was saying 2 to 4 inches of snow or something. He meant well. Odin's like, he's getting too excited. He's getting too excited. Give the man time. He's getting too excited. Odin's actually backing Mammon up. Odin likes Mammon. He seems fond of Pazuzu. Everybody likes Lilith because she's just nice. She's genuinely sweet. I watch these Lilith videos and she sounds terrible, and I'm like, who is that even? Is that Lilith? She scares me. And then I'm looking at her, she's like, everybody can get something different. That is very true. Wherever you are in your life, you might need dark and scary, but I'm like, And we had other ones come in, and that was the second part of this thing. This adult title has 2 different names. One is Trinity of Chaos. And there are 3, clearly, they're calling them gods, but they're clearly devils. There's 3 devils in the artwork, and I had 3 individuals come in, 3 male individuals come in, so they're quite pleased with themselves. They're quite happy. It was like a sign from the gods. So we just figured we'd update you guys. I don't know what we're going to do, if we're going to play games today or watch movies on YouTube or what we're going to do, but we're always doing something. I was thinking of doing Lilith for God of the Day, but I have to be in the right headspace sometimes to do God of the Day videos. If I can feel I'm not going to hit it, you'll just get me blabbing into the camera for 5 minutes. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.